You can't do it because you think, no disrespect, that the Jewish people are going to allow us to talk or make jokes about anything pertaining to Jewish culture or what they went through? No, they're not. They're not.
Hot tea.
All right, so today we got the Joe Budden podcast crew discussing the viral jokes and comeback by Andrew Schulz on Kendrick Lamar. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
The joke may be just a joke, you a comedian, but what I do is I hate when people who are not a part of our culture end up coming into our culture and then their true feelings start to come out.
We don't know that. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Because he started to say about how black men or how rappers treat their women, right? That means you knew this and you felt this way. You knew this and you felt this way. You sitting next to Charlemagne and you
been
acting
saying
like
that on the show.
Huh?
He's been saying this on the show.
Well, I don't watch him, so I don't know if he's been saying
the
that.
same sentiment for years.
So he's saying what? That black men or rappers beat their women? So
he's had the same take forever.
If you guys do it, I can do it. No, nigga, you can't do it.
And that's the overall gist.
No, you can't. But you think you can't do it because you think, no disrespect, that the Jewish people are going to allow us to talk or make jokes about anything pertaining to Jewish culture or what they went through? No, they're not. They're not. You're offending, you get canceled. So we're not gonna let this guy.
Fact.
Huh?
He's right.
We're not gonna let this
No,
guy
he's right.
sit down there and then say, okay, it's a joke. I'd rather him address Kendrick Lamar and make jokes based on that. But when you start addressing hip hop and what hip hop has did to the black woman and how we have not protected the black woman and start quoting quotes and shit like that, then nigga, you spitting in our face.
And also, I found the original clip. I sent it to Parks for him to play if he wants to play it. But you know, the whole the TikTok trend was called the black wife effect, just for specificity. But I found the clip for.
I'm not disagreeing with Flip. I think two things could be true.
Sorry.
Mel,
wow.
It's YouTube. Shut up. I don't have premium. Fuck that shit.
Holy shit.
That was crazy.
Oh, you don't know about
glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up. Glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends, they
grow a
step,
beard
they step
because
their dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of. That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Yeah, that's not a glow up.
Have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
Who is he sitting next to?
Shits and gets in London.
They're all black?
Yeah.
Oh really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
I guess that to certain people there's a thin line between truth and joke, right?
I get Kendrick responding to that now.
Yeah,
That's not what Mel said.
Yeah, but
Mel said like they was complimenting the black woman.
Yeah, but that's not complimentary.
No. That's not. I was not saying that the conversation was complimentary. What I was saying was what the trend was. The trend was the black wife effect and how white guys look raggedy, and then when their black woman gets they swag them up. That was the trend, and that's what he's commenting on. And then he's basically alluding to the fact that the reason why they get the buzz cuts is because the stress of dating a black woman makes them lose their fucking hair. It's not fucking funny. And then the beard is to cushion them from like physical abuse.
Saying that black women are abusive.
And then these two yucky.
Before you do that, let me just ask. I'm not defending, but I have to ask a question here. If a person don't like fucking Family Guy or South Park where they shoot at everybody. You get what I'm saying? They don't, it's not, I don't take them as a racist or nothing like that because, all right, now it's a black joke. Because they do that, that's their form. If someone's form of comedy is offensive, let's be clear, there are some offensive jokes that are funny, regardless of how you look at it. If someone's form of comedy is being offensive and they're offensive to everybody,
okay,
I don't have a problem with that. I got a problem with the person who singles out, I'm only talking about this over here. Or I got a problem with the people that only have a problem when you talk about this over here.
You're sitting next to one of the...
That's my beef with
a big personality on the radio of New York, a known personality. You're sitting next to him who champions black culture, Mm-hmm. That's number one. So sitting next to him, he gives you a cosign. By even sitting next to him, you have a certain cosign and acceptance into the culture. Second of all, is like
that you might not deserve.
You're cracking jokes about the black women, which is cool, but I'm saying that if it was the other way around, we're not allowed to do that, and we're gonna get canceled. And
of course,
we're not allowed.
Can I
we have to protect. We have to protect. Of course,
go.
We got to protect our culture. That's how I feel. I don't like what I just heard, and what he said. That
me neither.
I don't like what I heard, and his response to Kendrick. I wasn't mad initially because I'm like, okay, nigga, you playing around with a comedian, he's gonna respond. But then when I hear how you really feel, how it rolls off the tongue, it hits different. You know what I mean? That's like having a friend that's been around you all the time. If I have a white friend all the time and I'm judging him based off of one thing, and then he just responds about all the negative connotations that black people deal with or that's attached to black people, I'm gonna feel away. Nigga, you always felt this way. And you sat next to me pretending just because you had a goal in mind. That's how I would feel.
Can I to go back to what you said about the acceptance and being allowed to be some level of a part of the culture. Yeah. Who's to say that he ever wanted that?
Big facts.
That's true.
And I'm just posing that question. First off, let me make it very clear. I don't fuck with nothing he said. I don't think none of the shit he said was. I don't fuck with that.
So you think it's just us being typical and accepting anyone?
I think yes. So I think he took advantage of a platform at a moment where he was not of the ilk and of the status of Charlemagne. He sat next to him and he somehow
and he benefited from it.
Benefited and became just as big, if not bigger.
Let me ask you a question.
And that's hold on, real quick.
Do we have okay?
Part of life.
If black people tried to cancel shows, how would it affect him?
It wouldn't. His ticket sales will go through the roof. It would affect him the opposite, actually.
True.
All us sitting up here doing this. There's people that might not have heard about it. Oh, word?
How would we cancel a man where we ain't even his demographic? It's nothing.
So we got to get our money up to where our advertising dollars affect him.
It won't happen.
Or just take it, like, to be real, black people, we won't take a stance or partner together long enough to have an impact.
Sure.
That's a conversation we don't want to have.
That's a real challenge.
Because it gets too preachy. Cool. At the same time, Kendrick called Drake a pedophile for fucking 5 months, but the whole world got mad at a joke. Okay.
About a man, another man.
It's hypocritical.
That's a good point.
So what do I know?
I can't disagree with that.
That's a great point.
But
yeah, you're gonna get pot of the month.
As I should.
One and done, right?
Man. And I fuck with Kendrick. I love Drake, but you turned this whole boy upside down over some personal shit that you got planted to do. And dog, what the fuck are we talking about?
That's true. That is exactly true.
Hey Drake,
listen,
come on, man.
It didn't have to get there.
I don't think it was planted.
That's true. That's true. It did not. I keep going back to that. We got here because of you, buddy.
Stop.
We wasn't trying to get here. We don't have to get personal.
He said it on the record. It's a legend. I don't give a fuck what he said. And
they had a convo, yo. Like,
this is the part that I really don't like about that. You went on. I'm so tired of talking about Kendrick and Drake, but you went on TaylorMade using the Tupac AI and said, "Talk about him like in Young Girls." Okay, cool. I'm gonna talk about it now. You just didn't think it would blow up that way. You did that.
Shout out to the boy.
At the end of the day,
I know. I saw you. At
the end of the day, the nigga
basketball court.
We got it. The nigga asked him not to do it, leave family out of it, and he didn't. And whether it was a plot, whether it was a plan, whether he knew that he was gonna do it,
accountability.
Whether he had this, it's just the setup is what the setup is. You guys think it's a plan. I don't think it's a plan. I just think it's just something. Obviously, I can see
there's layers to it.
I can get there's layers. Yes, I can see the layers that is presented, but I do understand what you're saying. And that was sort of Kendrick's point about pointing out people that may be culture vultures or not within, not down with our culture, whether he's right or whether he's wrong. You know what I mean? And we can't really say that about Drake because Drake has been holding the culture on his back for so many years. So it's a preference at this point. And obviously it does look like Drake was railroaded when they show certain receipts, and it's unfortunate, but
I 1,000% believe he was.
It's unfortunate, but we just.
I'm gonna tell you, I believe so because he's been protected by that same label, for a while.
Yes,
like you couldn't really diss Drake on certain records. Like Pusha T had a verse. Pusha T had a verse removed by Universal. They were calling in, getting things done.
Understood.
So that you can't diss him. So now. for somebody to diss me and y'all pump the song, make it number one. Oh,
worldwide.
It's play. Yeah. It's something at play here.
Okay.
So I do get them.
Has there been any more like new developments on the petition?
There's a date going around. I don't know how true it is, but I believe it's December 20th to hear the petition.
Now, I told y'all yesterday, I don't know why y'all care about what Andrew Schulz has to say about hip hop. I was surprised. Look, maybe I'm just out of the loop, because one of the members of the podcast said at this point they feel like Andrew Schulz might be bigger than Charlemagne. And I'm like, wow, like Andrew is that popular? But he must be popular, because when I said what I said yesterday about Andrew Schulz and that joke not being funny, a lot of y'all in my community was like, you don't know what you talking about. Schulz is funny. He didn't write that joke. He was freestyling. He can just come up with that off the fly. Regardless of how he came up with that joke, it was still ass. It didn't make me laugh. If you think he funny, that's cool. And if he got fans, that's cool. I'm not mad at him. But at the same time, do I feel like he has a prominent voice in hip hop? No. During the Kendrick and Drake beef, if I would have posted Andrew Schulz breaks down what's going on in the beef with Drake and Kendrick, that video would have 200 views, maybe. Y'all don't care about what he got to say about hip hop. You can think he funny. You can think he entertaining. You can go watch Flagrant podcasts all day. But he is not a voice that the hip hop community is clamoring for when it comes to anything about hip hop. So his little response to Kendrick Lamar, to me, it's going to come and go. It's going to come and go. Okay, he made a little sexual joke about Kendrick. I've heard him make those type of jokes before. That's what him and Charlemagne used to do. Y'all got to remember who put him on. Charlemagne is the same guy who was on the Breakfast Club with DJ Envy doing all of that sus stuff. That's what him and Schulz used to do on Brilliant Idiots all the time. It was all type of gay jokes. So that didn't strike me out of the blue like, oh my God, I can't believe he said this, because that's the kind of humor he has. You know, look, that's a lot of white humor. A lot of white humor is gay jokes. And hell, I make gay jokes all the time. I just didn't think his bend over Kendrick Lamar and he's short and I'm going to put the soft penis on his butt and I'm going to take his butt. I didn't think it was funny. I just didn't think it was funny. I think his execution was very poor. It was trash. And his co-host didn't laugh. But that's just my opinion, okay? But you know, I see your boy Joe took a vacation day today. And at the end, you see they had to kind of jump into some more Kendrick and Drake talk. And I don't know who that guy was on the podcast today, because, you know, they bring so many damn guests on this show all the time. Like, it's a lot of people in the room. You never know who in the damn room. I don't even know if Mark Lamont was there or not. They got about 7 people. They got people who not sitting on the couch weighing in on the conversation now. But it works. People tune in. I'm not mad at it. But one of the guys said he felt like Kendrick was planted to say that about Drake. I'm assuming he was talking about, you know, the pedo stuff, right? And I'm assuming that he's trying to say that UMG put Kendrick up to that so they could try to, you know, take him down a notch. And y'all got to remember, the lawsuit is really about the contract negotiations between UMG and Drake, because he's trying to get a $1 billion deal. And so he's using the Kendrick situation to say, oh, yeah, y'all was giving that guy bots so he can take me down, and defamation and all that other stuff. So UMG can come back and compensate him with the deal that he wants. But I'll just say this for the record. I don't think Kendrick Lamar would sit there and do some kind of backdoor deal with UMG to take Drake down. I don't think this was a plot the whole time so Kendrick could do something for UMG, do them a favor by putting Drake in a position to take less money. I don't know what he was trying to say, but I can't see Kendrick having that kind of low moral integrity to do something like that. Now, was he beefing with Drake? Yes. If UMG can find some kind of upside in supporting Kendrick, yes. I think Kendrick will openly and freely take the support. If y'all want to boost me now the same way y'all used to boost him, cool. But I don't think this was a plot where they said, Kendrick, we're going to give you all the support to take down Drake. I don't think Kendrick would be a part of something like that. But I would be very disappointed if something like that ever came out. I will say that. So I don't believe it, but now because of the lawsuit, you got people making up all of these theories. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. We'll see if we get Joe next week. Like the video. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.